The K is back from the All-Star break and we got 10 games on the sketch this Monday night. Let's see what's good. My name is Andreas Sachenko and you're watching the KHL Update. Make our first stop in Yekaterinburg, where the top team of the East, Avtomobilis, do battle with Admiral. The Sailors get off to a quick start. Nikolai Chibekin opens up the scoring with a nifty bounce of a defenseman just over a minute into the game. They double their lead in the second. Colby Williams beats Igor Babka high on the glove side, and that's his first career KHL goal. Admiral extend their lead to 3-0 just a few minutes later. Evgeny Lisavets shoots wide of the net but gets a string of lucky bounces. Avtomobilis give chase in the third frame. Stefan Da Costa takes care of the rebound to put his team on the board. And less than 2 minutes later, Brooks Masek nets his 26th goal of the season on a power play off a setup by Da Costa, but that's all they can do. Admiral hold on and get a W on the road. 3-2 is the final. We're up to Magnitogorsk now, where Amor challenged Metallurg. The Tigers break the ice late in the first. Arthur gives the toe and gets to the net and slings it past Eddie Pasquale on the stick side. There's no scoring in the second, and then Metallurg turns things around in the third. Philippe Mayet ties it up middle to the frame of assist by Cody Kerr and Nikolai Goldobin. A little after that, Josh Carter finds the back of the net while Mayet and Kerr enjoy the helpers. And then Brennan Leipzig scores on the empty net to seal the deal. Metallurg beat Amor on home ice and clinches the season series. 3-1 is your final. We're still in the Urals. This is Chelyabinsk, home of Tractor, and tonight they go up against Sibir. The host scored twice in a span of 16 seconds late in the opening period. Vladimir Tkachov puts his team in the lead with a nice mid-range shot. And in the following shift, Artem Blaszczykowski takes a quick shot from the point and it goes in of Mikhail Kotlяревski. 2-0 Tractor after 20. Sibir cut into that lead in the opening shift of the second. Alexander Sharov converts on a power play for his 19th goal of the year. It counts after video review. Tractor restored a 2-goal lead with a power play goal of their own 3 minutes later. Anton Bordasov pulls the trigger to make it 3-1. The Snowflakes pull back to within one in the dying moments of regulation as Vladimir Batuzov hits the target with the extra skate around, but that's just too little and too late. Tractor beats Sibir for the third consecutive time this season. 3-2 is the final. And now to Ufa, where Salavat Ulayev take on Avangard. Not a lot of scoring in this one. Middle to the first period, Vladimir Tkachov whips magic in the offensive zone but can't get it past Andrei Kurev. The Green Machine opens things up later in the frame as rookie Alexander Khmelevsky scores his 12th of the season. The Hawks convert on a power play as well early in the second, but it's going to be wiped off the board after a successful coach's challenge. The play was offside. Avangard evened it up shortly before the intermission as Vladimir Tkachov scores his 10th of the season off assist by Semyon Chistякov. It goes to the shootout and it's no other but Tkachov who scores the winner in the third round. Avangard win the extra point and tie the season series at 2 as they take it 2-1 on the road. We're up to Nizhny now, where Boris face off against their direct competition for a playoff spot, Neftekhimik. First period, the Cats with the man advantage. Nikita Mikhailis aims for a long time, shoots and hits the crossbar. The Wolves respond with a quick out-man rush. Mikhail Sidorov slides it across, Balak Shafigul and has a go, and it's furiously blocked by Alex Grant. second period now, we get to see a huge hit. Ivan Mishenko upends Andrei Chivilov with a gorgeous hip check. The host breaks the ice a few minutes later as Ansel Galima throws it past Julius Hudacek and Neftekhimik lead 1-0 after 40. But Boris leveled just over a minute into the third. Former Shawinigan forward Mikhail Shapu scores his first in the K. The Virstas grab the lead halfway through the frame as Jeremy Bracco finishes up Anthony Luce's feed. And late in regulation, Shapu scores his second of the night on the empty net to put it away. Boris get a key W on the road. 3-1 is your final. Moving on to Nizhny Novgorod, where Igor Larionov's Torpedo face off against Severstal. The Virstas strike first and early. Daniil Polenkov sends it home from open ice just over 2 minutes in. The Bucks respond with a nice pass and play. Rookie Vladislav Kirstov with the setup. Dennis Yan with his 10th tally of the season. But soon after that, Polenkov takes a quick shot from the point and scores his second of the night. That gives Severstal a 2-1 lead after 20. Torpedo tied up middle for the second. Anton Sizak hits the back of the net with a beautiful shot off the wall. Regulation solves nothing in this one, so it goes to overtime, and Nikolai Kovalenko gets to be the hero. He scores the win off a helper by Alexei Kurchinin and blows the roof of the building. Torpedo win their second in a row as they take it 3-2 on home ice. And there's just a few more scores left to tell you about. Vadim Shipachyov extended his point streak to 8 games, and Alexander Radulov scored a goal as Akbars beat Kowloon Red Star 3-1 on home ice. Maxim Tretek made 48 saves, but Lokomotiv got 2 past him through the third and beat Sochi by a narrow margin. Tahir Mingachev and Andrei Svetlakov scored 3 points each as Red Army defeated Dynamo Minsk 5-1 on the road. And finally, Marakai Roland scored twice to lift SKA St. Petersburg 4-1 over Vitesse. And that's it for the KHL update, but do come back tomorrow for a rivalry game. Spartak will visit Dynamo Moscow. My name is Andrea Sachenko. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to check back with us this Tuesday.